Good afternoon. I just uploaded a video that said that's no planet. It's a big ship. And where you came to this section of the video where I said I'm going to take a screenshot, they literally stripped my sound out.
Okay, I've taken a screen.
So you know what I was saying about this, I'm going with a different narrative. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to go with this narrative that's out there, that what they tell us, that it's a planet, making its alignment with the sun or anything like that. I'm not going to go with that narrative. I'm going with a different narrative. Planets don't look like this when they exit the sun. That's what I'm saying. It's totally out of the norm for a planet to take on the shape of a ship. Okay, that's what I was saying. This is the section that literally had all of its sound stripped from it. This is the inverted mode. And you can tell right there that, look, that's a ship. Those are those ships that line up in a line. And that was a ship at the top too. That's what I was saying. But this right here, it's not a planet. And I was saying that you should not have this extension right here. It should be long on both sides, and this should be circular. Okay, so the people who kept saying, this is a planet, there's an alignment taking place. No, there isn't. And whatever I'm saying in the video that got cut out for 4 minutes, it literally has been stripped from it because I went against the narrative that's been taught to us all of our life, that we are to accept everything that has been said. Well, I'm not going to accept everything that I am told. I'm not. I can tell by looking at that. You're not going to tell me that that's a planet when it looks like a ship to me. You're not going to tell me that because I'm not going to listen to it. I really am not. For those who want to agree with the narrative that's being pushed, you go right ahead. But as for me, I'm not going to agree with it, okay? I've got a different narrative and I've got a different belief system, and I happen to believe that what we've been shown, what we've been told is not the truth. It's not. There are ships out there. There are massive ships, big ships. And I think it's high time that we start bringing this out more and more. I think the disclosure needs to happen more and more. That's what I feel. Yeah, let me flip this back around. Let me see if I can get this in here. Yeah, so we went over this in a live video, thought what is headed toward the sun, okay? And this is the original thing. I don't know why they felt the need to strip my words, but that's okay. I can still speak it because I still have a voice. That's not no particle. This is not no light refraction or any of it like that. So yeah, if you watch that video, you'll notice that practically 3 minutes and 54 seconds, when I say I'm going to take a screenshot, literally been stripped, boom, from my video because that. But yeah, there's a new narrative out there. And we know what it is because we feel it within our spirit. We know that we're not alone. We know that we're not alone. And we know that there are ships out there. And we're not going to have someone tell us that's a planet that you're looking at right there, when in fact we know that it's a ship. They're not going to tell us that this is particles from the sun or whatever, when we know that there are UFOs that line up. And no, it's not Elon Musk satellites. I'm about getting tired of this. I really am. I'm tired of the deception that's taken place and the big push to silence the people who want to speak out, okay? I'm going to speak out. I really am. And I'm going to share all my findings with people. So yeah, I'm a little long-winded here, but that kind of bothers me because, but that's all right, because if you notice after that segment, I followed up when I was saying on there, thank you again for coming to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming to my Facebook, to the Twitter, wherever this video is seen. Thank you for watching the video. That's what I said also at the end of this one, and I do thank you, and I thank you for your encouraging words and comments. And I would encourage you not to give up your quest within you for the truth, okay? Because we aren't alone, okay? That's what you can tell. We're not alone, and this is the section that had all the sound, the sound stripped from it. This was that very section of the video that they stripped it. A whole yeah, this is a spiritual war that's taking place. If you're not a spiritual person, then you wouldn't notice it, but it is. It is a spiritual war. They want to keep the truth from us. Who are they? Well, they are of the darkness. They don't dwell in the light. If they dwelled in the light, they would want the truth out there. But there is something happening, okay? Either they don't want us to know the truth, or they're afraid to let us know the truth because they're afraid that we will be totally scared to death and we wouldn't know how to handle it. We would panic. That's what I want to say. So, yeah. Yeah, we are not alone. I believe you, yeah. So, because I really, when I saw that image come out, because I knew when it come out of the sun, it was not going to, if that's me, it was not going to have a round shape. That's like you looking at this lighter right here saying, you know what, if somebody told you that's not a lighter, that's an orange. And you're saying, well, it really does look like a lighter. And they say, no, it's an orange. Are you going to believe them? The same thing with this. That's a planet, it's not a ship. That's what they say. Well, it is a ship. And they have cloaking devices. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a lot that's been stripped from there. But you know what? I'm going to leave it like that. Well, I'm not going to delete that video. You can watch it because, yeah, it's a different narrative. You're going against the narrative that you've been taught. That's what it is. You're going against the whole narrative for all these years. There's so much that has been kept from us. So much. So yeah, I'm sure is that that's right there on the 5th. This ship right here exited. It came so super fast. I've never seen a ship come that fast, but it exited today on the 5th, and it will soon be gone out of its way. And I'm sure it's probably going to take a circle shape, and these antennae things are going to stick out more. At least that's what I've been noticing with the other ones. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And I'm sorry for sounding excited, but you know, that does get to me a tad bit. It does. I'm not going to joke about it. It does get to me, and I'm sure it gets to others, but we're only trying to bring forth the truth, and we're very thankful for the products that are shared on the nasa.gov, the ISWA website. We're very thankful. Thank you again, since you're watching this video, the people on the NASA who have been watching me, thank you for your product. I just don't like my videos to have the sound stripped from them, and you may not be the one causing it. It could be YouTube itself. But yeah, I just know. So I just want to say again, look, it's not any of these. It's not Jupiter. It's not Jupiter. It's not Jupiter. It's not, okay? It's not Jupiter. And it's not Venus. It's not Mercury. It's none of them, okay? This is what got stripped from it. So anyhow, this is... That's no planet. It's a big ship. Planets don't look like that. They really don't. I knew that wasn't a planet, and I knew that wasn't a planet. So that's about it. I'm upstairs. I got to still work on my closet. I cut a hole in the wall, a little cubby hole in the wall in the attic area. And I've laid boards down for the floors, and I've got boards for the walls to cover up the insulation for more storage. Well, you're very welcome. I didn't realize that was much, whatever, but I'm leaving it like that. I am. I'm not going to take it down. So yeah, thank you once again. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give all my videos a thumbs up so we can generate the news that we're not alone. And I am different from other YouTubers. I'm new to this, and that's good because I had an open mind. My mind was not had any whatever existing thoughts in there of what we're looking at or what we're going to see. No pre-consisting whatever thoughts. Yeah, so we're learning as we're going. We're learning together. I'm sharing, and we can have a different mindset. We can go against the grain. Okay, we can. Yeah, we have a different mindset, and we know that it's not a planet. It's a ship, a big ship, and it shape shifts. See, this is, yeah, and I know there's I'm just leaving it at that. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? But I'm sorry. I thank you all for watching. Thank you for your comments. Whoo, let's summon all those UFOs here on Earth now. Well, how you know they're not here? How do you know that they don't come down on the Earth? I think they do come down, but we all don't see them. And it's not time for that yet. It isn't. I think there's still some preconditioning that has to take place within the human population. That's what I feel, preconditioning within here and within here. No, I don't think there's going to be a fake alien invasion. I think there's going to be a real alien encounter. That's what I think. There's going to be extraterrestrials. So yeah. Oh, I'm not going to give up. I will not give up. Whoo! Yes, the animals do know it. Oh, and one thing, you know, when I was out there climbing the ladder up to the tall part of my house, the big A-frame part, and I had people be praying and stuff because it's kind of scared them. I took a picture afterward. It was a live photo, and there were these white orbs flying all over the place, the white circular orbs and white rods all around there. That was so exciting. White is good. It's for protection. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you all. Yes. Yeah. Gina, look behind you. What's behind me? I don't see anything behind me unless you saw a spirit back there. Yeah, well, I'm going to go because I really do need to get up there and start working on my closet now since it's raining outside. Your ears have been ringing loud, yeah. How about fresh donuts? No, I had an Inman donut a while ago, a little small one. Oh, that's enough for me. You're all very welcome. Yeah. Wear a harness that you could place on me. Well, I didn't fall, and I didn't go up there with intentions on falling, but there was nowhere for me to put a harness on me. However, when I did climb up to the roof, up here we have birds that's been getting in, and I've got big steep A-frames. So I climbed up on the outside of our tin roof, and I did wrap a great big rope around me, a big harness. It was like that thick. And I tied it to my post on my porch, my big 4x4s. Wrapped it around my waist and secured it, and then I just climbed up there to the top, and then I let it get only enough to get me to this pipe to where I would not go any further. So yeah, I did do that, and I will not climb on this roof without something like that. But yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I'm getting out of breath myself because I just carried up around 50 1x3s upstairs to the attic area in my daughter's old room so I can put the rest of the flooring down, and so I can put the walls up so I can move some of the seasonal things up there in that closet and maybe have this room cleared out more. Since my husband took over my office, I've got to have another quiet area. Nothing up there. Yeah. Oh, sometimes the man needs to help you. Well, he does have a full-time job. He is a technology business consultant, and he does work at home, and he has lots of meetings all day long. He really does. So he stays very busy from 8 in the morning sometimes to 6:30 at night. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing. He does not have the mindset to do the things that I'm doing. It's very frustrating to him. Just like we all have different gifts, we all have different skills. I can do the things that I do, otherwise I wouldn't do them. Yeah. And for that matter too, my husband he mows all the grass around here. He gets out the weed eater, he does all the weed eating, and he does the push mowing. So yeah, I don't do none of that stuff. I don't want to do it, okay? I do not. But yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about this again. That's no planet. It's a big ship that exited the sun. Right here. So with that, I'm going to go, but I do thank you all for coming on here on this live. I really am going to get up there because I don't want to be up there all day, but I probably will be. Yeah. Whew. I do got a lot of skills. And I'm not boasting. There's a proverb, let him who boasts, boast in the Lord. No, or let another man praise you and not your own lips. Yeah, so no, I'm not. I will admit with you, I do. You love them T-shirts. Well, I like to cut them, cut the neck out of them, especially if they go up there. I like to cut it out so I can breathe, and then I'll cut the sleeves like that so I can have more movement under there. So yeah, I will just improvise, and I can't go anywhere anyhow, so I got some old T-shirts, so just cut them up. That's what I do. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Boom, I'm going to push that button right there.